Hello and welcome to Helldivers. This is going to be an introduction to the Galactic Campaign, which is how you win the war against the cyborgs, bugs, and illuminates in the game. In order to participate in the Galactic Campaign, you have to play online, which means when you click on play, it should say logging in. If you're not online and it doesn't connect online, then you're not contributing to the Galactic Campaign. The way it works is basically you have this Galactic Campaign table. That's where you pick missions, and the missions are from difficulty 1 all the way to difficulty 12 planets, and basically each planet will have 2 to 3 missions, and once you complete all of those, you'll earn the amount of influence for each star that you earn on each of those missions. So on a 3 mission planet you can get 9 stars. On a hell dive, those 9 stars are worth 36 influence. On a dive in the park, I think those 6 stars would be worth 2 influence. Maybe less, I'm not sure. I haven't played this in a while. We'll find out after this video. So these master fights that are under the level 7 planet, they are worth 150 influence, and they push the regions the fastest. But in order to play them, you have to first earn up to 50 influence doing one of these other planets, and then you come on here, spend your 50, do the master fight, get a ton of influence, get a ton of XP, and then you continue doing more planets. Every now and then there's a defend event that triggers, and those show up above this level 7 planet, and it's going to be a blue city planet, and that's where you need to go to contribute to the defend events. If you don't participate in the defend events and you keep playing these other planets, then you're still going to get pushed back in the war. The only influence that counts towards the defense is the ones that you contribute to the defend objective, to the defend event. You get about 2.5 hours during the event to contribute enough influence in the defend event to basically win it. If you don't, then it kind of keeps cascading back towards Super Earth. Super Earth is that thing in the middle of it. If the regions get pushed back all the way to Super Earth, Super Earth ends up under attack. It's a blue planet, city maps. You have basically 48 hours to fend off the attack. If you're not successful, then you lose the war, and then the war starts over. If you're successful, then you just push them back out. Similarly, the objective is basically to push regions all the way to the enemy homeworlds. And if you make it to their homeworld, you basically get 48 hours to knock them out. If you knock them out, they're out of the game for the remainder of the war. So it's generally not a good idea to knock them out too early. Hello, Villier.
Affirmative.
So that's a friend that just joined me. So multiplayer is where you go. You have this public list. You can see a bunch of missions in there. There's a filter where you can choose what kind of missions you see. And as you're scrolling the list, you can see what the different awards are and what the different difficulties are. You also have this friends option. On the friends list, anybody that's on the same PS4 will show up automatically. For anybody else that's on a PS3 or PS Vita, you have to use the square button on them to kind of pull for it. And if you just wait for a little bit, it will show what they're doing. So that person is on, and you can join them now that you've done that. Really, I'm just gonna do a really easy mission. I'm just going through this stuff.
Roger that.
You also have these privacy settings where you have public, friends, and private. And on public, anybody can join you. On friends, only your friends from your PSN list can join you. And on private, nobody can join you. I'm going to leave it on public. Alright, So even though I cancel out of that mission, I can resume it as long as I didn't pick some other planet.
Hellport launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat.
This is the loadout screen. This is where, well, this is the map screen. You can basically, the host can put down the cursor wherever they want on the map. Generally a good idea to stay off objectives so that you avoid scouts. Since we're playing on easy, it's fine if you just drop in there. This is the loadout screen where you can pick your different perks. You can pick your different primary weapons, which are by different classes. So you have the AR classes of weapons, you have the stalwart, which stands alone, sort of like a machine gun. You have the shotgun classes, you have submachine guns, you have your sniper and your railgun, you got suppressor and scorcher, laser weapons, arc weapons. You also have a ton of stratagems that you can pick. See, all these red ones are called offensive stratagems, the green ones are sort of defensive, the blue ones are considered supply stratagems, and then you also have in-game special yellow ones. The special yellow ones are things like reinforce for downed allies, SOS beacon, and objective specific drop-ins as well, like nuke bombs or sniffer for the mines. The mission on each planet you land on is to complete these objectives. You can see the objectives on the minimap are the white bordered icons. You can also see them in the little display on the top right. This mission only has a capture area, and then you can extract. Oh, I really wanted to drop that. Oh, I missed dropping the SOS. So that SOS that was there, you can drop it as long as you're not already ready to extract, and that will attract more people to your game if you need help. Commands on your D-pad, so you can punch that guy, punch that guy. But it's just, it can't really hurt you at this difficulty. Actually, in any difficulty, those bugs really can't hurt you. Unless you're already down, then they swarm you. Using the L trigger is how you dial in different things that you have in your loadout. You can just call it down. Doing so, these beacons that you see, that basically attract scouts, so be mindful of that. Activating the extraction also has a beacon, so that attracts scouts. When scouts alarm is when you get the tougher enemies. On the easiest difficulty, which we're doing right now, it doesn't really matter. The direction pads, left is wait, right is move, and then you have that up for Roger and down for negative. So for instance, if I poison Mr. Villier, he's gonna say negative. He doesn't like that. I was hoping to save him, but I didn't save him. But that's basically somebody saying negative. You're doing something they don't like. Like if I'm stretching the screen and saying move, like some people do, they'll say no. Or maybe they'll say wait because, oh, I gotta pick up this thing, so hold on. You can communicate without the waste necessarily. If people are not your friends, you can also commend them or report them, but if they're your friends, all you can do is kick them. So that time that I killed Villier counted as an accidental. That's something you don't want on your stat screen. The other things are, the deaths also you want lower, everything else you want high. well, not necessarily shots, but accuracy high, kills high, that's fine. Low deaths, everything that's basically yellow is good. Or gold. Like, that's where you did the best in the team. And it looks like completing an easiest difficulty mission gives you 2 influence for 2 missions, so it's pretty low compared to 36 that you can get on the Helldive, or 150 that you can get on the enemy master fights. I think that's going to be it for this track.